Welcome to another Hobo Talks. On this one, we're going to talk about Virgin Galactic Holding, aka SPCE. This is a stock that I really got into because of Carnival and Royal Caribbean, which for people that know what SPCE is, may not make a lot of sense. But I was looking for other stocks where you could buy it and get some type of benefit in addition to. For example, with Royal as well as Carnival, by having 100 shares, it gives you extra benefits for when you take cruises. So I wanted to look into Virgin stock. And to my surprise, their stock is actually more of an over the top for the whole company, not just that. And part of their company happens to be space travel, something that they're trying to get into, and they're trying to spearhead that particular industry before it really gets started. Before we get too far in here, please like, comment, subscribe. Let me know how you feel about space stock. Do you think they can become the leader in this space and even beat Elon into space? So anyway, as you can see here, the current price is 342 here on Sunday. And there actually was, as you can see here, let me scroll down a little bit. A couple days ago, oh, sorry. So as you can see here, a couple of days ago, around 723, we did hit a little bit of a jump. Went up to about $4, came back down. Right here, 826, same thing. It's about a month later, and then boom, 924, we actually started to shoot up again and then came right back down. This blue line happens to be the 50-day moving average. And quite honestly, this spends a lot of time under it. It does not stay above it for just, I mean, it really just bounces up for what, like a week, maybe 2 weeks, and then comes right back down below it. For some of you that's new to investing, buying below the blue line is a great way to save money. It's not always perfect, especially if a stock is going down, because at any way, you're basically just dollar cost averaging. But dollar cost averaging below the blue line tends to be a little bit of a safer bet than just buying in every day, in my personal opinion. I'm not somebody that does swing trading or anything like that. But I know if you did, this is the lowest, easiest technical thing that you could look at. Sell above the blue line, buy below the blue line, and repeat. Not that I'm recommending that. But I wanted to kind of look into this and see kind of this jump that happened 923 to 929 really. Like, did anything really happen? And best I can tell, no. This is the only kind of news that I see as of recent. And this was back on August 14th. So before that jump happened, let's see here, August 14th, was there any major jumps that happened? 14th. Technically, no, but a little bit after that, a week later, is kind of when one of the bounces really happened. But this is the last major news that I can see, and it's Trump signs an order to cut red tape for commercial space flights. Obviously, this is a big deal. There's a lot of regulations in the world to stop people from doing things that nobody's really done before. And the one thing that I do have a little fear about this is it be a bad thing if we start punching holes in the ozone layer for space flight to really get up there? And also, how far up are they planning to go? There's a lot of things that I think about. But Trump has put something in order, so this should help out this stock overall if the company can execute. And I've seen some plans out there that claim the stock can get up to $720, give or take, if they can get 3 to 4 spacecrafts doing these flights about 3, 4 times a year. And I do believe that rich people like spending money on experiences that no one else gets to do, and space flight would be a big one. They just have to make sure they're not blowing up and doing all that kind of crazy stuff. In all transparency, I do own a very small position. I have 5 shares of this stock. I have not gone in crazy at any point. I think I did have a buy order for around $3 to buy maybe 20 shares or something like that. But currently, with them not being profitable, them not really doing any flights, it's extremely early. It's extremely early, and I don't know if the stock can maintain what it's been doing. As you can see here, past that original kind of big jump on 723 after the crash, it has been slowly creeping up here. So it may be a good time to go ahead and get in. It looks like sentiment is going up, but at the same time, they're not really putting out any real articles or any real information that gets me excited to think that this can be sustained and it will go up. And I don't love investing into companies that are not profitable and they don't directly have a real product. In fact, one thing that you can kind of think about is, because this Virgin stock is for the whole company, this space program kind of weighs on the whole thing. The cruises are part of it. The music business, they have a couple different avenues, but space is only one piece of it. But at the end of the day, being a new business, it could be the biggest part of it. All right, well, that's the latest on stock SPCE. In case you didn't know, I's a hobo. Thanks for watching.